Y'all remember when that dude was talking to deer and stuff, bro? And like he was giving them Mexican names and like one of them was name is Canela.
Canela the Savage! Yeah, baby. Been a minute since I seen my dough, baby. Look at that girl Canela looking.
Bro, he can talk to deer as well as Aquaman can talk to fish, bro. This is like the type of energy that this man has. He's like a Mexican Bill Irving, bro. Is that like insulting to say to who's Bill Irving again? Hold on, let me make sure because I feel like I'm just saying stuff now. I just don't. Who? He's a director. No, I meant to say Steve Irving. Is that his name? Steve Irwin. Oh my gosh. Yo, Steve Irwin, one of the greatest he's one of the greatest zookeepers of all time. If not the greatest zookeeper, bro. This man was a GOAT. Sorry, he was like the Mexican Steve Irwin, bro. Except he wasn't nearly as successful. Anyways, he ruined his career? How? He did drop off the map. It's been a minute since I even seen his face for real. How did he ruin his career though?
And the story of the video I have for you guys today, we have to go back to August of 2016, when a then 17-year-old Kelvin Pena would record this video in the backyard of his wooded area Texas
2016.
home.
I just want to show everybody how I'm spending my day. I'm out here eating crackers with my pet deer. His name Money. I want everybody to meet him. I got you, bro. Eat up, my. It's my best friend right there. His name Money. We play basketball whenever we bored outside. We be lit out here, man. We love the woods. This shit regular, man. Who got a pet deer? Let me know.
Kelvin might not have known it at the time, but in that moment, he set his destiny to become one of the biggest what-ifs in internet history. That simple clip of him feeding the deer living by his house that he would call Money would take the internet by storm,
bro,
and it seemed like almost overnight the persona of Brother Nature was born.
Just to let niggas know that we don't play games out here, my nigga. Another one walking up right to me. You, my nigga, bro, what's up? Some Pringles, bro. Some Pringles for you, my nigga. Eat that shit up.
Soon every single day, Kelvin would be spending his time outside with his new deer family, feeding them anything from strawberries to fruity pebbles. And as more deer approached his house day by day, he would start giving them all names, even calling them his deer squad.
Like the whole deer squad don't be out here. I got Bambi over here.
Block of deer, bro.
I got Canela over there. I got Money right there. What's your name? Lola. Come on, Lola. Eat that. That's good. It's all good.
It's marshmallow.
But it's just a happy old deer family out here, man.
But the most important deer he would call Canela.
See this Canela right here? She's fearless. Eat that apple, man. That's that good, Canela. She fearless, man. She fearless.
People online would take an extra liking to the friendship between Canela and Kelvin. They
Canela,
started
bro.
calling him the Deer Whisperer,
Canela.
and he knew that the more content that he was making with that specific deer, the more popular his videos would become across social media, and the more good that he could do for others.
Bro, he had the world in a chokehold.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. On her ass, boy. We be out here hooping.
Keep in mind, even though this was only about 7 years ago, the internet was a much more simple place.
That's a fact.
And short videos like this with virtually no production value could gain you millions of followers overnight. Soon, Brother Nature would attract the attention of local news outlets and other blogs who were reposting his content. He would even gain fame in his local community, and they would even start showing his clips on ESPN.
Friendship is lasting as long as the food is lasting.
Right, they're going to turn on him one day. It is going to be really, really ugly.
Because once you're out of food, you are the food.
Bro, they're deer. My nigga, like, what do you mean?
Crackers and chips and all that. That's a good deal.
I swear,
go out there and live in the
news
woods,
anchor
you know,
people just be chatting, bro. You think the deer just gonna start eating him?
In the coming months, with his name heating up in these internet streets, Brother Nature would try and expand his brand by incorporating other animals into his content.
Pringles on deck. What's up? What's up, Duck Squad? Yup. Come on. Come on, Geraldo. Eat that. That's that good. Yup.
Day after day, he would continue to document these interactions, and even started to coin the phrase, "everybody eats." He
That's
started going
fire.
pretty viral at this time, even buying himself a new car and meeting up with other celebrities on the rise. Soon he was doing more work in his community and really building up this image of a very charitable person who many felt didn't have a bad or arrogant bone in his body.
You see it, man. It just started off with me recruiting the Deer Squad, making sure they ate swell every day. But now I'm trying to make a change in the world. I'm trying to show everybody that it's okay to give back, and I have a mission on raising 180 meals this Thanksgiving for single-parent families.
This is something
That's
I would
fire,
say
bro.
is
That's
common for
fire.
people who spend a lot of time publicly caring for animals, as it allows the viewer to kind of create their own image in their head about whoever is doing this. In
Yo,
only a
shorty,
few
why
months, he
your
had built
toes
up
out?
quite the rapport and presence online, becoming a
don't
legitimate
wanna see
content
that,
creator
buddy.
with a lot of eyes on his page. He would even make a featured film at the 2017 Sundance Film Festival about his relationship with these animals.
My name is Kelvin Pena, I'm the subject of the film, and this film is about how I had multiple videos of me feeding deer in my backyard go viral in just 3 days.
Over a year after going
Okay.
viral and
Was
gaining
it a good
millions of
movie, though?
followers, he started doing radio interviews, linking up with some of the most popular YouTubers and rappers, and seemed virtually unstoppable as he would be on the high of his life.
This time last year, I was sitting down in my room. I was looking at my life. I went up to my pops and I was like, forget my job, Pops. I'm gonna be my own boss this summer. I was blessed with a buck coming into my backyard. I named him Money, and look where we at now, baby. I'm following my dreams.
And while the deers never turned on him like that ESPN anchor said,
I mean, the friendship is lasting as long as the food is lasting.
All right, they're going to turn on him one day. It is going to be really, really ugly.
Because
that statement right there
But
would
what
be
do they
quite
mean by
prophetic.
turn on him,
Once
though?
the
Like, the
food
deer
runs
just
out,
finna
you
attack
are the
him.
food. And in Kelvin's case, it would really be like once the gimmick ran out and he would show the world his true colors, he would get eaten alive by a whole nother beast, the court of public opinion, as the digital footprint that he would leave behind would be destined to end his career. And he is not the only one who should be worried about the digital footprint that we all leave behind on a daily basis. Anyone on the internet can find private information like your full legal
who the hell
name,
are
your phone
you?
number, your email,
Oh,
and
it's
even your
you.
home address. This leaves individuals at risk of financial fraud, dark web leaks, and even identity theft. That's why I use an app called Aura to protect myself. They're today's video sponsor, and at Aura they pretty much have
Yo, this
every
is a-
internet
bro,
safety
bro,
tool
bro,
that
bro,
you'll
bro,
ever
bro.
need.
$37 though? Hold on, with your savings, I could go 99 and 55 to $37. And what do you give me? Identity credit monitoring.
You could say that this is when Kelvin really started buying into his own hype. He kept traveling, doing charity work, and overall was seen as a great marketing asset for any business involved with helping animals, with many opportunities coming his way.
That's a
He was
fact.
flying all over the world to expand this empire that he was creating.
That now people just reach out to you and offer you opportunities to work with animals because they know that you're able to reach a lot of people.
Yes,
So you're able to directly do like exactly what you want to do.
exactly.
Because animals are one of those universal things that almost everyone loves.
For-
So to see
true.
this Hispanic dude
You know what I'm
slide
saying?
in and potentially serve as like a new age Steve Irwin-esque figure
Bro,
was very
that's
possible
what I'm
for him.
saying.
This would have obviously led to a life of fame and fortune had he been able to go down that path.
So what
At this
happened?
point, he had spent 3
Nigga,
years
what is
building his
that?
brand and
Is that a
reputation.
camel?
He had long left behind those Texas deer. He had become not only wealthy,
Is that a
but was
llama?
also achieving fame on a mainstream level,
What are
and
llamas?
overall had built himself up a
What are llamas again, bro? Like, it's definitely not the Dalai Lama. Yo, did y'all heard about the Dalai Lama? I've been talking about it nonstop. What is a llama? Oh, that was not a llama. That was definitely a double humpback, triple back camel, but what are in them humps? Are in camel humps? Is it just more camel? Oh, fat. I thought it would hold like water or something. But why does it grow like that though? Those are extra food pouches? If a camel uses the fat inside the hump will become limp and droop down. Ew. That That's kind of nasty, bro. So it's like an inflamed pocket of fat for them to tap into whenever they're like, they need a snack, bro.
And overall had built himself up a massive brand. It was at this time he would also start dating very popular beauty guru Daisy Marquez, and it was like it was all the perfect storm for success. Until it wasn't. In December of 2019, Kelvin would take a trip to Miami for a beach cleanup event, and sometime during that weekend, he would step into a pizza shop and change the trajectory of his life and career forever. First, this tweet came out and went viral. I just beat the dog shit out of Brother Nature in Los Sandwich Eddie, including a video of this random guy beating the brakes off of Brother Nature in the street. This would send the internet into a frenzy. After a few hours and much public speculation, Brother Nature would then chime in on Twitter to say, I know there's a video out of me getting jumped. Everyone in the pizza shop literally just watched, with their phones out, and did nothing. Oh well, essentially painting himself as the victim in this whole situation. And so for a while, people sympathized with their animal-loving hero. But after this Keemstar interview, the story would quickly change.
We got to La Sandwicheria, we order. He's already calling, the guys from La Sandwicheria are already calling last call. He's insisting that they let him sit there and not on the bar, because I guess he felt too good to sit in the bar or something. Kept on arguing with the guy about it. The guy tells him, hey, can you do me a favor and leave? You're causing a disruption. So he comes up to me and he literally gets right in my face, like on the side of my face, because I'm sitting towards the bar, so he's to my right. He gets right in my face and goes, yo, give me your phone right now. I don't know what he did. He takes a picture of us and he goes, oh, you two are dead men. Like, before any of this, he comes back and he points at me. He goes, oh, come outside, pussy. I opened the door and I asked him what he wanted, and he said he wanted to fight me. He said, oh, I want a one-on-one with you. He goes, he puts his setup. We fought. I go inside to continue eating my sandwich. While I'm getting the video, I hear that he comes in running through the door and hits my cousin. I was fairly close, so when he does that, I grab him by a thing. Then he tries to hit me. He goes to the floor, and I kicked him 2 times.
So according to this guy, not only did Kelvin instigate the physical altercation himself, he also acted like a spoiled brat and demanded to eat at this restaurant that was already closing, thinking that he was someone special. Above all of that, the video of him calling these guys a dead man surfaced online.
Dead man.
You see, Kelvin was intoxicated. Looking back, he describes this trip as if he had been drinking every day that he was in Miami and hanging out with a bunch of various women.
Partying and stuff like that. So like the whole week, I was pretty lit that night specifically. And I would kind of just go with wherever it was convenient for me to just like kind of move on the up and up, which is f***ed up, you know what I'm saying? Because I remember my brother looked at me, he's like, he didn't want to leave me by myself. And I'm like, nah, bro, don't worry about it. I'm going to catch up with you later.
He had already gotten embarrassed by these guys at the pizza shop, and he came back for more, sucker punching one of them after they refused to delete videos of him being entitled. Dang. This, of course, led to a further beatdown. And once all the smoke cleared, and people saw the situation for what it really was, that's pretty much all it took to destroy his entire reputation that he had built up as this animal-loving nice guy.
At the time, I'm like, I couldn't believe it. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when it's happening, like, you know,
right? I
couldn't believe it. I'm like, what the f***? Like, this is crazy. You know, I should have never reacted. You know what I'm saying? I was drunk and I was by myself. Like, I shouldn't have reacted. Like, me personally, like, and I did. And then that's it.
And people would never let him live this down. The backlash against him was immediate and permanent, as the phrase, "we ain't forget," would be the only comment under every single one of his posts. And at that point, it was nothing but a downward spiral.
But there are social media influencers that are still extremely popular that have done heinous things, bro. You mean to tell me that this man who was actually giving back to his community, spreading a positive influence because of his drunken mistake that ultimately made him the embarrassment, you're gonna further it even more and completely ruin everything he's worked hella hard for? Am I tripping? Nah, I gotta be tripping. Maybe I'm bugging. I must admit something, because he literally took the L. He got beat. Why are we making it worse? by saying we ain't forget. Why do we care? Dude, it's not like his influence was extremely positive, bro. He was making people happy. He was helping his neighborhood. What? Is this serious? Hold on.
Right. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, what the f? Like, this is crazy. You know, I should never reacted. You know what I'm saying? I was drunk and I was
He
by
was
myself.
in the wrong.
Like, I shouldn't have reacted.
Even he knows that.
And I did. And that's it.
And people would never let him live this down. The backlash against him was immediate and permanent, as the phrase, "we ain't forget," would be the only comment under every single one of his posts. And at that point, it was nothing but a downward spiral for this guy in terms of damn near every facet of his life. His fame dwindled, he lost the money-making opportunities, he ruined his reputation, and would quickly fall to irrelevance. Even today, almost 4 years removed from that incident, people still pester him with these "we ain't forget" comments on every social platform. He gets around 5% of the interactions that he used to on all of his pages. And to add even more fuel to the fire, the beauty guru that he was previously dating exposed him 2 years later for being an absolute maniac, breaking into her house and harassing her family.
Little family moment time, we're chilling, and I started getting blown up.
Oh, that's different.
He's like intoxicated as trying to see me. I'm ignoring his phone calls. I'm like, no, leave me the phone. I'm with family. We're about to go to bed. I go upstairs to go sleep with my cousin. Wait, were you there? No. Oh, I don't think you were there. Anyways, my brother, my sister are there, whatever, and he decides to break in through the side door. Pushes my sister and my brother.
Yo, shorty is smacking the ever-loving, like, bro.
Over the tables.
What did that do?
Harassing us, and that was not the first time he broke into the house.
Yeah, this guy is still somewhat doing his thing, kinda playing with animals, but really no one cares. He describes himself as retired, but damn, he could have been so much more. And I'm telling you guys, being the next person who essentially was the face of helping animals was such a lucrative role just begging to be filled. He could have definitely been one of the biggest in the game, dominating with apps like
100%.
TikTok soaring in popularity. And this is why I feel like Brother Nature is one of the biggest what-ifs in internet history.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, don't get me wrong. He shouldn't have played the victim. He should have just apologized. And also, it doesn't seem like he holds his liquor well. So, more than likely, this might have been a much worse situation in the future. Is this what we're like canceling people for, bro? Because there's a lot of people we should cancel that have done really bad, bro. Okay, Brother Nature, I think what happened to you was stupid. I have no power to bring you back. I ain't gonna I have absolutely no power to bring you back, but I just think, you know what I'm saying, you were doing something good, bro, and they didn't like that. They did not like that at all. They were looking for any reason to really get you gone, get you out of there, and they did. They most definitely did. Enough of me. No, seriously, enough of me. I'ma leave y'all be. It's been your boy Tribe Loui. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, goodbye, bro. Come on, like, wait, good night. I can't forget good night. Gang. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. And what's crazy is that I'm gonna actually see y'all tomorrow because I'm uploading daily.
It's the end. Leave a like and share it to your friends and your kin. When I post a video, I'm gonna need y'all to attend. Thank you for the view, but I ain't done with you. 2023, I'm about to be Jordan with the flu. Yeah, join the tribe. Yeah, join the tribe. I'm gonna need y'all to subscribe.